Hello viewers, and welcome back to For Final Maths class. Today we are going to look at one of the very important topics in mathematics, which is Bodmas, or one of the basics of maths, which is Bodmas. Okay, this particular Bodmas is what we use in operating a lot of mathematical expressions. Okay, so when you have a fraction and you are to add, subtract, multiply, or divide fractions, we use Bodmas in doing that. And when we are dealing with algebraic expressions too, or algebraic fractions or rational fractions, we use Bodmas in tackling those particular topics, or when we have a problem under those topics, we use Bodmas in doing that. So we will look at what the Bodmas means. Okay, it's an abbreviation of certain words, okay, and then what we use them for. And we have these three questions which we'll be using to elaborate or to further explain what Bodmas is. Firstly, we have Bodmas, which is B, we have O, we have D, we have M, we have A, and then we have S. What are the meanings of this particular abbreviation or these particular letters so far as Bodmas is concerned? Now the first one is B. B stands for brackets. Stands for what? Brackets. So what it means is, if you have any mathematical expressions and there is a bracket in the expression, what you need to do first is to what? Is to get rid of this bracket first before you proceed. So you look at the expression. If for instance this question is given 9 minus 3 into bracket 3 plus 6 divided by 6 minus 2 times 5. Firstly, what you need to do is to make sure you get rid of what? The brackets before if there is any other operation, then you do it. Okay, so now the next thing is off, which means multiplication. O stands for what? Off. And off means what? Multiplication. Wherever you are dealing with two different numbers and you hear that one number is of another, one number of another, what it means that number times the other one. Okay, so you look through the expression after getting rid of the bracket, then you look through the expression. If there is a multiplication in there, two numbers that are multiplying, or two different variables or two different things multiplying each other, then you tackle what? The multiplication in it. Now the next one is D, which is what? Division. So after getting rid of multiplication in the expression, then you look if there is any division in there, then you take care of what? The division too. So you tackle the division sign and you get rid of the division before you continue. Then we come back to M. M is also multiplication. Sometimes when you are dealing with the expressions, you realize that after getting rid of this multiplication and you come to division, maybe it will lead you back to another multiplication. Okay, because when you have a division, in order for you to be able to resolve the division, you have to turn the division into multiplication. So you realize that if there is a division in the expression, it will bring you back to what? Multiplication. So you tackle the multiplication again. So after tackling the multiplication, then you come back to A, which is addition. A, which is what? Addition. Addition means that after multiplication, there will be, maybe if there is any additional operation in there, maybe you sum 1 plus 1 or 2 plus 2, then you what? You deal with the addition sign also. Then lastly, S, which is what? Subtraction. Subtraction, which is subtraction. So after tackling the addition, which is involved in the operation, then what? You tackle the subtraction. So if there's any subtraction, then you deal with the what? With the subtraction. So without wasting much time, we will quickly look at the first example on the board. So I will just clean this one. Okay, I will just clean this one here and tackle this question. After that, then we write the other questions, then we solve them too. Okay, so now we have 9 minus 3. 9 minus 3 into bracket 3 plus 6 dividing 6 minus 2 times 5. So the first thing is, from the Bodmas bracket. So if there's any bracket, you deal with the bracket first. So we have 9 minus 3 into bracket. So we get rid of this bracket, which is what? 3 plus 6. We have what? 9. Okay, dividing 6 minus 2. So we are going to resolve this one after the other using what? The Bodmas. So now we've gotten rid of the bracket, and still there is a bracket in there, which is what? This times this. So this is a bracket. So we need to what? Concentrate and get rid of that bracket again. So we repeat this 9. So 3 times 9, we have 27 divided by 6 minus 2 times 5. Okay, now from here, what is next? So after getting rid of bracket, then we look at what? Off, which is what? Multiplication. So let's look if there is any multiplication there. We have multiplication here. So we repeat these ones which multiplication is not involved in them. Then 6 minus, then 2 times 5 will give us what? 10. So from here, we have gotten rid of what? Multiplication. So we are getting to the bottom of the answer gradually, okay? So now from here, after getting rid of multiplication, then we look at what? Division. All right, we look at division. What and what are dividing in the expression? Now, when you look at it very well, we have 9 minus 27, which is 1. We can put this in a bracket, and we can also put this in a bracket, okay? So 9 minus 27 is dividing what? 6 minus what? 10. So in a nutshell, we can rewrite it as what? 9 minus 27 over, okay, to get rid of this division sign, we divide it by this one, which is what? 6 minus what? 10. Okay, so from here we can rewrite it as, we have 9 minus 27, which will be giving us 1 8. Okay, which will be giving us 18, because 18 plus 9, we have what? 27. So it will be minus 18 over 6 minus 10 to give us what? Minus 4. Okay, so from here, negative will cancel negative, and then we have 18. 2 can divide 18 and 4 exactly. Okay, so 2 will go into 18 9 times, and 2 will go into 4 2 times. So this will bring you to the end of the question on the board, which is what? Using the Bodmas to resolve this. Okay, so what did we do? We followed the Bodmas principle, and then we use it to arrive at the final answer. Now we have the second question on the board, which is 2 over 3 plus 1 whole number 1 over 2 minus 3 over 4. Now with this one, before we can tackle this question, there is one particular thing that we need to look here, or we need to get rid of from the question. This mixed fraction. Okay, we can't operate it as it is unless we change it to improper fraction, because we know that improper fraction will lead you to what? Mixed fraction. Okay, so now we need to change this one to improper fraction. So we have 2 over 3 plus, how do we change this to improper fraction? You multiply this denominator, which is 2, by the whole number 1. So we have 2 plus the numerator at the top, which is 1. So it gives us what? 3 over 2 minus 3 over 4. Okay, so now here, for the sake of the topic that we are dealing with, which is the Bodmas, we can decide to find the LCM of these fractions at once. Okay, 1 2 3 4. Okay, we decide to find their LCM at once and then resolve them. Okay, or simplify it. Okay, or we can find what, for the sake of the topic that we are doing, which is the Bodmas, we need to consider the Bodmas and then do them one after the other. Okay, so what we do is we will first of all resolve the first two, which is addition, because we know in Bodmas addition comes before what? Before subtraction. Okay, so we consider the addition part of the expression, then the results that we'll be having, then we subtract this one from the results. Okay, so from here we find LCM, which is 6. All right, so now 2 over 3 will give us what? 3 will go into 6 2 times. 2 times 2, we have 4. Then plus 2 will go into 6 3 times. 3 times 3, we have 9. So minus this, which is 3 over 4. Okay, so now 4 plus 9, we have 12. Sorry, we have 13 over 6 minus 3 over 4 over here. Okay, so now with these two, we have 13 over 6 minus 3 over 4. Okay, so their LCM will be 12. All right, 6 will go into 12. 2 times 13, we have 26, minus 4 will go into 13 into 12. 3 times 3, we have 9 here. So this will be equal to what? 26 minus 9, we have what? 17 over 12. Okay, so now let's look, if we should find the LCM of the 3 of them. Okay, how will it be if you get the same answer, which I believe we'll get the same answer. Okay, so if you want to use the Bodmas for the sake of the topic that we are, which is the Bodmas, that's why I went ahead to do it like this. But if you are to consider all of them at once, and solve them. That one too, I assure you that you will get the same answer so far as you do it the right way. Okay, so when we check the three denominators, their LCM is 12. Okay, 3 will go into 12 4 times. 4 times 2, we have 8, plus 2 will go into 12 how many times? 6 times. 6 times 3, we have 18, minus 4 will go into 12 3 times. 3 times 3, we have 9. Okay, so the results will be giving us 9. 18 minus 9, we have 9. Okay, so 9 plus 8, we have what? 17 over 12, or 8 plus 18, we have 26. 26 minus 9, you have what? 17. So you realize that we have arrived at the same answer. Okay, so when you use the Bodmas, this is how you go by it. You deal with the additional part first, then you add the subtraction, then you have your answer. And then if you are not considering Bodmas also, you can just find the LCM of the three fractions straightforward, then you simplify them, and you should be arriving at the same answer. This will bring us to the end of today's lesson, which is what? The Bodmas. So if you are new to my page, kindly subscribe, like, and leave a comment, and don't forget to turn on the notification button, and don't forget also to share with your learning colleagues, and do have a nice day. Bye bye.